Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Intuitive Energy Forecast for February 24th, 2022. I'm Arlene Grace, an Intuitive Energy Life Coach, channel, and mentor. So as I feel into this energy today, it feels like it's fast moving. It feels like there's lots of information that is flowing through. And the vision that I got was one of this woman, and she is about to embark on this race, this bike race, and it's a long race. And so in her mind, she's deciding, I want to partake in this race. I want to feel this freedom. I want to win. I want to feel myself cross this finish line, because it's a long race and there's going to be hundreds of people there. And so this is something that she wants to experience. Right. And so she's training for maybe 3 months. And so she rides the path, the pathway of this race time and time again. And she's in her mind, she's practicing, she's imagining herself when she's at home in meditation. She's practicing in her mind how it feels and what she's experiencing as she's riding down this path. She's practicing and she's getting herself ready. She's curious. She's feeling the freedom. She's feeling her desire, which is the love of riding. She's feeling this, this wanting, this desire to receive the medal at the end. She's feeling the bumps. She's feeling the wind as it moves through her hair. She's feeling the sun as it's beating down on her. She's feeling her clothes and the constriction of the tight biker clothes. She's feeling every bump. She's feeling the pain that might be from the seat because she's riding so long. She's in it, and she's bringing all of her senses with it. What she's smelling, what she's seeing, what she's feeling, the bike that she's touching, what she's feeling in the bumps, she's feeling the road, she's feeling the hills, all of that. She's brought everything with her, and she's bringing in the spirit of, what is it that I want to experience? How am I going to feel through this, right? The exhilaration, the anticipation, the adrenaline, right? And so she practices, and the day of the race comes, and now she's there, and she's at the start line, and she's looking around. There's hundreds of people, and she's like, oh my God, like, oh, man, this is much more than I thought it was going to be. Right. And so there are moments of this self-doubt of, am I going to make it? Am I going to get there? And she pulls herself back. She's like, no, I'm ready. I decide I'm going to have this. And so the start goes, and she's riding. And as she's riding, she's feeling this sense of freedom, the sense of play, the curiosity. Am I going to make it? I know I'm going to make it. I'm doing it. And she's in it, and she's witnessing information come, because she's in all of her senses. She's experiencing life. She's experiencing this race wholly. And so as there is a clump of people, a couple of riders, she's like, okay, I'm going to move over here. Oh, as she's feeling the hill coming up, she changes the gear. As she's riding through this race, it starts to rain. She's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And she switches gears again, and she's feeling this exhilaration. She's continuing to move forward towards her goal, which is to cross this finish line and feel this sense of exhilaration and freedom and play. And so she gets there, and she crosses the path, that this cross line, or the finish line, and she's like, she's attained it. She's had the experience, right? And that is the energy of today. The energy of today is, there's a mood, right? There's this mood of, there's a lot of energy that's out there. There's a lot of emotions that are there. There's a lot of change that's happening, and it's happening so quick that you feel like, in my own experience, I feel like I'm in this time warp, where for the last 2 weeks, I'm like, what day is it? I'll be sending an email thinking that it's the next day. I'll be doing these things where it's like, come back, because everything feels so quick, so fast, so changeable. We can see that information changing so quickly for us that it feels like life is happening around us, and it is. And so in this mood, we're being asked to pay particular attention to our own emotions. right? And this willingness to experience life. The energy today is playful, it's fun, it's curious, it's full of possibilities, it's full of information. You may receive information, again, what's happening in the world, that may shock you. You may receive information in your own community, in your own life for you, that can pose a decision. And with that, there's this invitation to pay particular attention to how am I feeling as I receive this information? And what am I willing to do? With the 5 energies, this Ace of Diamonds, and that's my energy. I am an Ace of Diamonds. And in this, there's this juggling between, well, can I have money? Can I have love? Can I have these things? And this decision to have all. Are you willing to have it all? But bring your focus into the one thing that you are on path to, like this bike path, like coming into this exhilaration, going into the crossing the finish line, having what you want and bringing yourself into, immersing yourself into the experience of it. Are you willing to experience life? And are you willing to continue to move forward as information comes, very much like the woman as she was riding this bike? Information rose, it started to rain. There were people that were on the side. There was a bend. There was a pothole. There was all of these things, information rising up. But your invitation is to bring the wisdom with you. Bring your wisdom with you and move forward as you experience life. And notice how you're feeling as this information arises. It's really a time to come into mental and emotional mastery, right? And I've been saying this forever, that when you can come into mental, emotional mastery and then move it out into the body so that you are taking action and experiencing the life that you want, well, then that's where the magic begins, right? And of course, spirits being, how does it feel? How would it feel to have the experience that I'm desiring, whether that's wealth, whether that's money, whether that's crossing the finish line, whether that's getting the gold medal, whatever it is, are you willing to bring life forward? Bring life forward. And you are the chooser of that. This is your life, your choice. Always. And so notice these things that are happening in your life, in your world, and play with it. Play with the possibilities, regardless of the information that you receive, regardless of what's happening within you and for you. Are you willing to play with a range of possibilities rather than in this place of polarization to which we've been living through quite dramatically for so long? Right? This polarization of black and white, good and bad, dark and light, healer, evil, God, devil, whatever it is. And to open up your mind to see there's more than that. That when you're seeing through the lens of black and white, you're paying attention to the 0.0000001% of what's available through your senses. Right? And that in this space that is around us, there's actually 99.99999% possibility. And the possibilities that will be available to you are based on how you feel. Beautiful. Have an amazing day. It's a beautiful energy to go out there and play and be and have fun, right? So much love, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.